Hey, Dan Passarelli here. We just wrapped up another year. Do you believe it? 2025 in the bag. Done. Finito. How did it go? Well, it went pretty good if you've been an investor. The S&P 500 closed as of today up 16.4% for the year. Anecdotally, that long-term average is 10%, not counting inflation. Otherwise, it'd be 8%. So, pretty good year. We outperformed. Now the question is, what does next year look like? Well, can I see the future? No, I can't see the future, but it's always fun to make some predictions. So I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna make some predictions. Take them with a grain of salt, right? But this is what I think we're gonna see in 2026. S&P 500. I think it'll still be a good year by the end of the year. Not quite as good as this year. I'm predicting around 12% returns for 2026, but I also predict some volatility. I think that the S&P 500 will test the 200-day moving average at some point during the year. So, what are some things that might lead to this? Well, there's a lot of things, and I'd be pretty impressed if I could predict that. But one thing I think is that our friend NVIDIA, let's take a look at a chart of NVIDIA here for a second. Well, it's been just the darling here, right? I think, and this is my most out on the limb, I don't think NVIDIA makes new highs in 2026. I know, you probably think I'm crazy, and I might be, but that's my prediction. So their all-time high here was 212.19. I don't think we surpass it, or at least not anywhere meaningful. We could form a double top, but that's it. We're not heading higher than it. We closed 2026 below that 2025's high. So that means we probably could see some pretty interesting things if that happens. The VIX, I think the VIX is going to have some volatility itself. That's right. I'm talking about the volatility of volatility. I think the average VIX for 2026 is going to be it's going to be about 17, so above the long-term average. And I think that we're going to touch 40 in the VIX twice. It'll be a good year for option traders if we do that. Inflation never falls below 2.5 for 2026. The Fed never meets their mandate in the entire year. I know, that's a crazy one, but... And then finally, and I don't think you're going to be surprised on this one, and I might even be being a little conservative on it, but I think gold trades $5,000. Spot gold, we're talking. I think it trades $5,000. So that's up almost 20% on the year for 2026. I actually think it'll be up more than that. But, hey. So, why don't you tell me what you think as for your predictions, or tell me what you think about my predictions. Just leave a comment and let me know, because I'm interested. That being said, have a pleasant New Year's Eve, and I'll see you next year. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.